Joe Lehman, criminal investigator, Defense Logistics Agency, Office of the Inspector General. On a Thursday morning about 2 years ago, approximately 2 years ago, I was teleworking and I needed to go to a meeting with agents from Air Force OSI in regards to an Air Force major we were investigating for fraud. I decided to take my motorcycle to go over to Andrews Air Force Base. Shortly after getting on base, I came up to an intersection and a silver-colored BMW pulled in front of me. We collided and I was thrown over the windshield of his car. I landed on my head in the street on the other side of his car, suffering 5 skull fractures and a traumatic brain injury. And I was airlifted to Prince George County Medical Center, or Trauma Center, and I was put into a medically induced coma for 2 months after having received last rites from the DLA chaplain downstairs. I was transferred to Alexandria Vocational Rehab Hospital, where I did another 2 months learning how to walk again and daily functions. Then I was released to go home and still had therapies for a couple of months, and I came back to work a little over a year ago. I had to have a piece of my skull cut out to relieve brain pressure. My skull's still lopsided a little bit, and but you know, they consider me resilient. I don't really consider myself as resilient. You play the cards you're dealt. As far as feeling sorry, just the way I was brought up by my father, you don't feel sorry for yourself, because he was the eternal optimist and would always tell you, no matter how bad off you think you are, there's a lot of people a lot worse off than you, and you don't have to go far to find them. I have some lingering residual limitations physically that I'm still dealing with, but you know, my left hand doesn't completely work right. But I could go up to Walter Reed and see guys who have gotten shot up in the desert, and they would be jealous. You have a left hand. I don't have a left hand. You know, there's guys up there who can't walk, who every time I see someone in a wheelchair, I think, wow, that could have been me. Okay, I got in a crash. Okay, big deal. There's people a lot worse than not off than I am. So if you want to call that resilient, call it that, but I really don't see it as being resilient. It's just dealing with whatever you have to deal with.